My name is Stephen Slagaki. I am the chairman of the Maricopa County Democratic Party. Tonight, change has come to Maricopa County. Please welcome our next sheriff, Paul Penzone.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it so very much. I just wanted to say, I know all of you have been waiting for this for a long time. And I wanted to say the next 6 words, there's a new sheriff in town.
How's everybody feeling tonight? I can't tell you what an honor it is to be here with you. I am a blessed man, I have a beautiful family, and I'm surrounded by people who care about this community and fought for this community. So for that, I thank you. After the 2012 election, I can't tell you how many times I was approached and asked, are you going to run again? And I'd say the same thing over and over. I don't think so, but I never say never. And then when I announced to run, some of my opponent's supporters came to me and said, Sheriff can't be beaten. You know what I said? Never say never. I want to thank you all for what you've done, because we've made a statement across the nation. Arizona stands for something greater, that no matter where we come from or what we look like or what our beliefs are, we're all entitled to respect. And in that same vein, I want you to understand that I came from a law enforcement background, and I pursued this because I want to restore that respect, that transparency, and that confidence to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, because the men and women in the uniforms there deserve it, and this community deserves it. We will no longer stand for the things that we've seen, where the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office has been identified because the notoriety of one. You will now know a sheriff's office who is appreciated because of the sacrifices of many. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to work with those men and women, because I've heard from many of them for quite some time now. They want a chance to show you who they really are, what they really believe in, and that we are all collectively part of one community. And I'll be honored to work with them, and I'm going to call on them to have the patience and understanding to move in a new direction with new leadership, where you'll see the best of what law enforcement can represent. And as a community, I'm going to call on you to work with us, to work through these times that we've seen, not looking back, but where we're going forward. How collectively, the only division we should ever see in a community is those that commit the crime and those of us who are willing to hold them accountable. And no one is above the law. So tonight, many have said, is a historic moment. But history will be defined by what we do collectively moving forward to make Maricopa County the safest county in the nation, where we come together on behalf of our families and our children, seeing each other through eyes where we all have respect, where we look at the men and women in uniform who put their lives on the line for us, and because we trust and have confidence in them, we appreciate it. And at the same time, they understand they serve a grateful community. You know, tonight, to my understanding, that a Sholo officer lost his life. That's the dark and difficult times in law enforcement. And those are the moments that we must recognize the sacrifice that comes with it and appreciate the men and women who do the job. And at the same time, those men and women will show appreciation for this community that stands with them. So I look forward to serving as your new sheriff. It is an honor beyond words that I can express tonight. I want to thank you again. I want to thank Stephen and John from the party who work tirelessly with their staff and the volunteers and the many throughout the community. I want to thank my staff who from day one, you could see the glimmer in their eyes. They knew we were going to accomplish it. There was never a doubt in their mind. And I'm so grateful for them. And our two boys here who are grown men. My wife and I talked about this, and I want you to hear these words, please. When I became an officer, I saw a man who I felt defined integrity and ethics and professionalism, and that's what inspired me. And my wife and I spoke about the difference right now because of the challenges we face. We want our sons to see law enforcement through those same eyes, where they know that law enforcement is there to care for them while holding them accountable, and that collectively we are one and the same. That's why I took on this fight. But let me tell you, I'm a blessed man because of the family that I have and because of my strong wife, Veronica. For those of you who don't know, my wife is a big fan of the Rocky movies. And we were at home one night before this race started, and she said, "Honey, you got to finish what you started." And then she shared these wise words with me. She said, "Don't forget, in Rocky 2, the good guy wins." So I have to say it, just like Rocky did. Veronica, I did it. We did it. Thank you.